Hello, friends. Today we are going to talk about the case of 28 years with the secondary infertility and having a connective tissue disorder. So, if you see this image, she is having the two parallel lines of the cervix and the uterine cavity. And this is the view where we are going to try with the catheter with the TVS because being seen that there are the acutely retroverted uterus, so we won't be able to go through the cervix negotiated from the external os, but the catheter is not going inside the uterine cavity. As of all of you know, the ET catheter tip is reached to the only to the internal os, and it is very difficult to negotiate from that internal os into the uterine cavity. As it is being acutely retroverted, it is difficult to pass the ET catheter post internal os due to acutely retroversion of the uterus. So the idea coming into our mind, what to be done in order to correct there is an angle, or a two parallel lines into anteverted or a retroverted uterus, where the cervix and the uterus cavity lies exactly parallel to each other, and we don't have any of the catheter for that matter a sure view, which will gives us a guidelines. So we have come up with the solution to do a per rectal examination under anesthesia and correct this particular retroversion. So my assistant, she is putting her finger into the rectum, and we are correcting the canal. But see, we are having some problem negotiating that particular glinch because she has a previous section, and after that, because of the connective tissue disorder, the fundoplication procedures has failed, and we had this particular problem encountered with. So I asked my assistant to do a correction of the first is the cervix and the uterine angle, and we are able to pass a little bit from the internal os, but we are trying our level best in that procedure. And somehow we found out that because of the rectal examination and the rectal manipulation, the cervical canal and the uterine canal, or the uterine cavity, will become into the straight line. And here we can, all of you can appreciate, this is the view what we actually get. And then we shifted to the transvaginal ultrasonography. Once the ET catheter passed through the through a sharp angle, the TVS was performed with the catheter in situ. We used a stellate for a permanent looking of the catheter. The inner catheter was then inserted. All of you can see exactly when I remove the stellate, the whole catheter can be visualized from the internal os to the uterine cavity. The tip of the catheter is very well appreciated here. Then the inner catheter, I just withdraw a little bit on a lower side. The inner catheter is introduced with the embryo inside, and if all of you can see, this has to be checked when doubly checked by doing a 3D ultrasonography. This is routinely what we do in our center, and this is the way where we put the catheter with the internal inner catheter also. With the inner catheter with the embryos in a view, we do a embryo transfer, and 20 to 30 microliters of the fluid is been injected with the embryos inside. This is called as a sandwich technique, which all of us are routinely doing it. So once the inner catheter has been visualized exactly in the center of the cavity, we do the embryo transfers. After the embryo transfer, we wait only for 10 seconds. The embryo loading to the embryo deposition time in this case is less than 10 seconds. So if you see, our inner catheter is very well seen, and with the timeline also in the same video, because this is a live video what we captured. And the embryos in been deposited exactly the 2.4 centimeters from the fundus, and that is the area of maximum implantation. As all of us are knowing, we are in a habit for last so many years, we take the distance and we take the uh, endometrial thickness into account, and this will correlate with the pregnancy rate. So what we believe, the endometrial thickness between 8 to 9, and the distance between 1.5 to 2.1 is maximum implantation occurs in that particular frame. And now you can see the embryos are going to get deposited inside the uterine cavity without many of the manipulation, because after doing the embryo transfer, we must check for the inner catheter if there is a blood or not, as well as we should check for the external catheter as well, for any correction or any blood on the tip of the catheter, we use Cook's catheter for embryo transfer. Previously, I was using a Sure View, but I think the Cook is a better to negotiate any of the difficult embryo transfers catheter. And this is the final view where we deposited the embryos and we come out, we check the catheter, everything was excellent. We are waiting for the results because as I told to all of my friends whosoever is joined Facebook, and this the ET catheter has been placed. This is the still picture of it. And once the catheter has been in the place, this is the embryo transfer has been done. And after the embryo transfer, the inner catheter is taken out. We switch over to the 3D ultrasonography. We wait for maybe a count of 10, and then the inner catheter is been taken out. All these things are like we're going to talk about on this 17th of February 2021, and in my group, which is educational group for all of us, as all of you know. So I want all of you to attend that thing. So we'll talk, we'll discuss. And after the embryo transfer, usually our habit, I think my fellow, she is also vouch for that. We do a routinely 3D ultrasonography to know whether actually we don't know the embryo has been placed. This is the droplet or this is the acoustic things what we seen on the ultrasonography. So these are the white bright spot. What you can see is the air, is not the media. And once which has been documented, we do a 3D ultrasonography and the scan which will tell you exactly the deposition. And this is the how we render the 3D views. After rendering the 3D views, we can come to know exactly where is the fundus and where is the this thing has been placed. And if you see, the distance is hardly a 2.4, as I mentioned previously. Exactly, it is in the center of the cavity. And this is how the embryo transfer in the difficult. In last 15 years, I've seen this is the most challenging